we're turning to that report that the Garda Commissioner has used a private email account to send and receive official correspondence. Yesterday's Sunday Times reported that Noreen O'Sullivan used the account in apparent contravention of Garda regulations on communication security. Our crime correspondent Paul Reynolds has been finding out more, and he's on the line. Paul, what's this all about?
Well, this began yesterday morning when the Sunday Times reported that the Commissioner was using a private email account to send and receive official documents, and the paper said that this appears to be in contravention of Garda regulations and communication security, and we've been following up on that story, and since then a senior Garda officer has told us that he communicated with the Garda Commissioner on official business through a commercial email address. Now, the officer said on at least one occasion that he sent Noreen O'Sullivan, who was Deputy Commissioner at the time, an official report. He also said that on another occasion he received an email from the Commissioner from that email address on a separate Garda matter. Now, we have seen an email printout from 2013 when Miss O'Sullivan was the Deputy Commissioner in charge of operations, and the printout has Miss O'Sullivan's name and rank printed at the bottom of it. The Garda's Deputy Commissioner of Operations is in charge of all crime and security matters, as well as state security and intelligence, so it's an extremely senior and sensitive position.
The email you saw related to Garda business?
It related to business. It wasn't a personal email, or it wasn't related to personal matters. It was related to the work of the Garda Síochána.
What's the significance of this?
Well, my understanding is to say that communicating Garda business through a non-Garda system is contrary to the Garda's own internal and electronic mail policy, and the Garda are well aware of this and conscious of the importance of IT security. Now, IT specialists say that private, commercial and non-Garda email systems would not have the same firewalls or security systems that the Garda system might have, and also that the Garda would have no control over that information.
Paul, thank you very much indeed for that. Our crime correspondent Paul Reynolds. I should say, by the way, that we did request an interview for with a Garda spokesperson this morning, but the Garda press office told us that they wouldn't be providing anybody.
But was using her official designation on that email and in that email. So subsequent to that, we began looking at this. We discovered that there was a Dropbox attached to that email, it's Gmail account, which is I won't give the details, but it's an abbreviation of her name, and that had actually been hacked in 2012 and had the details of that email, or the Dropbox, should I say, and its password were on sale on the dark net. We then started making other inquiries into the legality of using an email if you're a senior figure in the Guards, which the Commissioner is. And a number of different major issues were identified from that. First of all, it's against the Guard's own regulations. Never mind for someone in the Commissioner's position, it becomes an absolutely massive issue in terms of info security. Secondly, it is unclear as to whether the existence of that email or any correspondence sent to and from it can be audited and disclosed to various people that may want to examine it. We then also looked at the issues concerning data protection in terms of employees, regardless of who they are, never mind the most senior police officers in the state, are not allowed to take data from an organisation like the Guards and transmit it to themselves or receive such information, and there are various other issues concerning that now as well, but that would be my understanding of it.
And John, have you been told, or has it been explained to you why she chose to use this private email account?
Well, we submitted various questions to Garda headquarters all last week, and what I've seen is the issuance of a very short statement, but that doesn't answer any of the questions that we asked. I can't get away from the fact they spoke to various people who work in very sensitive positions in the intelligence arena, and they will all say without hesitation that anyone who is dealing with matters of national security should only be using a very powerfully protected email that is Irish generated, and that the contents and the data that they transmit and receive are stored in servers in Ireland, that the state is satisfied or adequately protected. Just to explain that it has emerged this morning that this is actually a Gmail account. Gmail accounts are accessible to lots of different governments, friendly and otherwise, who monitor traffic on them.